Hi guys, so I'm here with Delilah and I'm going to be doing eyebrows on her. I've been getting a lot of requests to do an eyebrow tutorial. This is just going to be a mini tutorial. I am using pencils, which is how I usually do my eyebrows. Sometimes I do some layers with paint also, but for me it's easiest to do them with pencils. And then I also do some 3D strands with thick medium over. Okay, so first thing that I want to talk about is eyebrow placement. I'm going to put a chart up here on the screen. Eyebrow placement is like the most important part of eyebrows. So on this kit, it's really easy. I can very clearly see where her eyebrows are supposed to be. Not all kits are like this. However, if you go basically up the side of the nose, you can see right where you want your eyebrows to start. They also start right on the top of the nose. She has really defined brow bones. You could see the placement is going to be right in here. My little chart that I put up, I could only find ones that have like an arched eyebrow. She's a baby. We're not doing glam brows on her. She's not going to have an arch. As far as placement goes though, they start here. If you go diagonal, this is going to be the center, which is right in the center. If you were going to do a little slight arch, that is where your direction would change. And they end right here. You just do another little diagonal. They end here pretty much along with the end of the eye. And I'm just going to get my colors together here. I'm going to start with this. This is a 90% French gray. And I'm going to use a few different colors here. Delilah is going to have like a medium brown hair. So I'm just going to get a couple colors. This is eggshell that I'm going to use. And then this is seashell pink. There's also another one, it's called something beige. You could use that instead. You could just use whatever colors you want to use. I prefer to do like a really barely there style of brow. But I'm going to start with this brown color. So I'm starting right here on the inner corner, right where I could see that brow bone. These ones are going to go up a little bit, not like straight up and down, but just a natural little up angle. And then they are going to start going down. Ones at the bottom are going to start going up. And I just kind of alternate those just a little bit. I do it very light. I should mention something also about Prisma pencils. Okay, I've had my Prisma pencils for like over 10 years. I have noticed a lot of people have trouble getting Prisma pencils to draw on vinyl. I don't know if they changed their like little mix at some point or something. Everyone that I know that has problems getting them to take has bought their pencils within the last like 5 years or so. All the people I know whose pencils are really old, they don't seem to have a problem drawing on vinyl. There are a couple tricks. Keeping your pencil super sharp will help. Some people keep theirs in the freezer and say that that helps. I personally haven't done that. I haven't needed to, but I have heard it helps. So, okay, I'm doing her brows so light that I don't even know if you guys can see this. I'll take a photo after and put it on there so you could see. And Please excuse me for this. Okay, these are her eyes, and this is her nose. I know, I'm not an artist. Okay, so we're gonna do her brows. The brow line, they go up a little bit, they go down, they go up, and get skinnier and peter off there at the end. I know, this is like super, super terrible, but it's like that. I see some people do them like literally like an alligator. Or I guess it would be this way for those brows, or, you know, a line and they just come off like this. If you're just starting, you can do that, but doing it like this with just the little, all you have to do is just little slashes up, little slashes down, and they meet in the center. It is like pretty easy. Brows themselves are not easy, but actually drawing a brow pattern is. You just need to practice. Okay, so now I have, that is like my basic base layer there. I'm just gonna do the same exact thing here on the other side. I have an artist friend who says eyebrows are sisters, not twins. That is so true. You're never going to get your eyebrows exactly alike. And, you know, that's okay. You obviously, you don't want one up here and one down here, but they don't need to be exactly the same. And the first eyebrow is always the easiest, and then the second one usually gives you some trouble because you're trying to copy exactly. And shockingly, those didn't give me trouble. There we go. Here are her like basic brows. I'm gonna take this pencil and I'm just gonna do some layers in there, just some little highlighting. Like I said, she's not gonna have dark brows. Her brows are gonna match her hair, which is lightly colored. I'm gonna use my beige here. You want to do short strokes. She is like a preemie size baby. She's not going to have super long eyebrow hairs. And I actually want to do another color here. Oh, here it is. Perfect. This is Sandbar Brown. I use this color a lot for my, for this color brows basically, and for newborn brows. I don't even know how to do strong pronounced brows. I know there are some babies that have crazy bushy brows, but I would really recommend, it's always better to go too light than to go too dark with eyebrows. And you really just want to, you know, you're doing small strands and then you're just breaking up those strands so that they look more natural. Let me see. Can you guys see these? Here are my eyebrows. So now at this point, that is honestly pretty much it. She's gonna have a light hair. I don't want super dark brows. These are what I would consider like barely their newborn brows. If you do not want to use pencil, you can use paint. I personally have a harder time painting eyebrows on. It's just easier for me to draw them on, and they look a lot better when I draw them on. So why wouldn't I? Like I said, sometimes I will go back. I use this brush, Christine Woolley's hand cut brush for hairs, and I'll just do some more little accent ones. I'm actually pretty shocked that these brows look really good, because normally when I try to do eyebrow tutorial, I have the hardest time. So I'm not gonna go back and paint these. What I am gonna do though is I'm gonna bake these brows so they're baked on. And then when I varnish, I'm going to take some of my varnish, or thick medium, and I'm going to draw some 3D texture strands. I will do a separate video on doing that after I varnish her, because I really don't want to do them before I varnish. But that is it. Super easy brows. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next one.